The NSUI is staging a protest outside the Union Human Resources and Development Minister Smriti Irani's residence in New Delhi. This over restrictions on a student's body at the Indian Institute of Technology in Madras. And these are live images we are getting to you from outside the Union HRD Minister Smriti Irani's residence. IIT Madras put restrictions on a student's body. They cannot use this IIT auditorium. They cannot put posters or pamphlets at the Internal Publicity Board. They cannot conduct a seminar using the name of IIT Madras. This after an anonymous complaint was sent to the HRD Ministry about anti-government activities, alleged anti-government activities taking place at IIT Madras. The HRD Ministry had forwarded that complaint to IIT Madras. And for the latest on these protests, I want to bring in India Today's Ashar Ahmed Khan for the latest. Ashar, what are these students of NSUI demanding?
Well, we've seen that yesterday there was a major program of NSUI students in which the Congress Vice President basically spoke about RSS intervention in education. Today they had gone for a photo op meeting with the Congress President and the Congress Vice President. After that it was informed, decided that they will go to Girao, the residence of the HRD Minister Smriti Irani, basically covering their mouths with black cloth, saying that freedom of speech is under siege, under threat, and the students are not allowed to do normal activities which should be welcome in any educational institute which is healthy in nature.
That's a point that the students are raising, that freedom of speech is under siege. There is RSS influence in the sphere of education. How many students are these, and do they want to meet the minister, or is this just a protest outside Smriti Irani's residence?
It is just a protest. This is an impromptu protest which is being called by the NSUI president. In fact, he is also there. With him, there are about 100 to 150 students also who are protesting.
Okay, stay with me for a moment, Ashar. Let's dip in to to what's happening outside Smriti Irani's residence in New Delhi with NSUI students protesting. Delhi police personnel asking these students not to cross the police barricades that have been set up for these protests. The students climbing onto these barricades saying freedom of speech, freedom of expression is under siege. And this comes after the IIT Madras controversy, where students were barred by the IIT Madras from using the IIT auditorium, its name, for their pamphlets. This after students in one of their pamphlets, the Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle said that under the Narendra Modi government, the development schemes were not benefiting all castes and classes. This was only for the higher caste. That was the allegation. That was the contention. These students were barred from using certain privileges at IIT Madras. The NSUI in Delhi is now protesting, saying freedom of speech and expression is under siege, and with Smriti Irani as the HRD minister. NSUI students there shouting anti-Narendra Modi slogans, also talking about RSS influence in the sphere of education and freedom of speech under siege at IIT Madras. Is this a day-long strategy, or is this a part of a wider NSUI strategy, Ashar, to take on the HRD ministry?
Well, this protest will end before the 4 p.m. scheduled press conference of the Congress party. As I said earlier also, it is an impromptu decision to go and go and protest outside the HRD minister's residence, because this entire issue of IIT Madras came up in the morning. Yesterday also we've seen that the Congress Vice President has been attacking the RSS interference in education. Now, as far as NSUI is concerned, their basic mandate and Rahul Gandhi's basic mandate is about student politics and student issues. So that is the only issue which these people are raising, unlike the farmer issue which he raises in August.
So, Rahul Gandhi, he spoke at this convention, NSUI convention yesterday evening, launched a frontal attack on HRD ministry and the RSS influence, growing influence of RSS, as he said. Is this going to be a part of a wider attack that takes place in the times to come?
Well, absolutely, this would be one of the reasons. But at the moment, his basic agenda is pro-farmer and basically about the land acquisition bill, which is the major bone of contention between the opposition and the ruling party.
Okay. A students group, Ashar, stay on with me. A students group was banned by IIT Madras after allegations of spreading hatred against Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his government. The controversial move came after an anonymous complaint alleged that the group tried to mobilize minority students to question government policies on the use of Hindi, also the beef ban. HRD ministry instituted an inquiry into this complaint. The complainant had enclosed one of the group's pamphlets reproducing the speech which criticized the Modi government and its policies. India Today has accessed details of the anonymous complaint. The students group, Ambedkar Periyar Student Circle, has been accused of polarizing the student body at IIT Madras. The institute issued a media statement on the ban. In its statement, the IIT made it very clear it does not curtail freedom of expression of its students. It, however, adds that student group did not adhere to the guidelines laid down for such activity. And the police now cajoling students to move back. Additional security has been deployed at Union HRD Minister Smriti Irani's residence, where an impromptu protest by NSUI students is taking place against what students term, the NSUI terms as freedom of expression being under siege in the in IIT Madras because of the HRD ministry inquiry. Ashar, you've been interacting with these students. Are they aware of the details of what's happening at IIT Madras?
Well, it is basically a larger context which they are talking about. They are categorically saying that there is a constant interference of the HRD ministry, which is in turn being interfered by the RSS in education.
Senior Congress leader, Ashar, stay with me. Senior Congress leader and former Union Minister Veerappa Moily now joins me on the broadcast. Mr. Moily, what do you make of what's happening at IIT Madras and the NSUI protest outside Smriti Irani's residence, sir?
But what has happened in Chennai, particularly IIT, is quite absurd. I think it is a gross attempt by the Union HRD minister to curtail the liberty of the students. Dissent is the real core and the soul of any democracy.
Yes.
And just because they don't agree with certain views of a certain political party, that doesn't mean, you need to curb the entire activities. The students have their own creative, the approach on subjects and various, they have their own views. If they express in some platform, whether inside the IIT campus or outside, or by organizing a meeting or not, I don't think that can be curtailed. This has to be condemned, and I think such a ban will have to be withdrawn forthwith.
Okay. Now, will the Congress advocate and fight for the withdrawal of the curtailment of privileges of these IIT students, sir?
Definitely, the Congress will not tolerate this kind of an activity. We have never done it. With the Congress in this regime, so many years, we have not curtailed that kind of a liberty which is enjoyed by the student population anywhere in their respective colleges.
Will somebody be travelling to and meet these students of IIT Madras, some of whom say that their privileges have been unfairly withdrawn, all because they criticize certain policies of the Narendra Modi government, Mr. Moily?
Each one is citizen of this country, whether it is a student or otherwise, they have the right to criticize. If they strongly feel that, the particular line of political thought or the social thought or the educational thought is bad. So this is what they have done. I don't think, you can curb that kind of a right to express the opinion.
Okay. It is also being alleged that because the students criticize Prime Minister Narendra Modi's policies, That is why this ban has come. But the BJP says IIT is an autonomous body. There is no pressure from the HRD ministry.
No, that is why.
Go on,
Hello.
Mr. Moily.
Yeah, the HRD ministry is not beyond the power to keep any constitutional provisions under suspension. This can never be done. This can never be tolerated.
So, is there merit in
That demonstrates the intolerance on the part of the present regime at the center. Not to tolerate any of the dissent and not to tolerate any other view.
Okay, so is there merit in the government saying that IIT is an autonomous body and we do not control whatever action is taken by the IIT Madras authorities?
Yeah, if they acknowledge that the IITs are the autonomous bodies, the HRD ministry has no business to interfere with their action.
Okay. Mr. Veerappa Moily, for the moment, many thanks for joining me here on India Today. The Congress, Veerappa Moily says, will take up this issue of curtailment of privileges of IIT Madras students. He is saying this is unfair interference with the functioning of an autonomous body like the IIT Madras. Ashar Ahmed Khan still with me. Ashar, take us through the wider Congress party strategy when it comes to this alleged RSS influence in HRD ministry.
Well, at the moment, the NSUI convention has just come to an end. The Congress Vice President has told the NSUI leaders to actively inform students about the kind of interventions which the RSS has been making in their colleges and universities and actively fight against it. So at the moment, we will see bursts of these protests happening at various places, but at the moment there is no concrete plan which the Congress party has. At the moment, the basic agenda of the Congress Vice President is basically concentrating on the pro-poor and the pro-farmer issues. But yes, the interference of RSS is also an issue, but that is not at the foremost as of now.
Okay, so RSS influence in education is not foremost on the agenda of NSUI. That was raised, of course, by Rahul Gandhi at the NSUI convention yesterday. They will pick up issues, like you're saying, every day. IIT Madras is the issue today. This is the protest, and this is how the NSUI and the Congress will continue to put the government on the back foot, Ashar. NSUI students, they're taken into preventive custody, preventive detention. A large number of policemen, additional police forces deployed at the HRD minister's residence, at Smriti Irani's residence. This after NSUI protested the government, as they allege, government interference in IIT Madras's functions and activities. Kancha Laya said that this is pressure being put on academic freedom by the government. This is an attempt to stifle dissent. Ashar Ahmed Khan joins us from outside Smriti Irani's residence. And Ashar, the police for now have taken these students into preventive custody, but the government, the Congress clearly succeeding in putting the government on the back foot here. We'll reestablish that line with India Today's Ashar Ahmed Khan. Now, certain privileges that IIT Madras students enjoyed, they have been withdrawn after an anonymous complaint was made to the HRD ministry about students making use of IIT campus, its name, to criticize the Narendra Modi government. Restrictions put on students include that they cannot use IIT Madras name on their pamphlets, they cannot seek support. The IIT Madras administration alleges that the students violated guidelines, and that is why the students' body, the Ambedkar Periyar Study Circle, has temporarily been de-recognized. And Congress Party's Tom Vadakkan now joins me for more on this. Sir, the activities at Madras IIT, how does the Congress Party see it? What is your strategy on what's happening at IIT Madras?
Gaurav, this is a very sad commentary on what is happening. direct interference in the campuses by the HRD ministry and by correlation the state government, whatever is happening is very, very sad. You cannot gag. You've tried gagging the media at times, but now if you start gagging the student community, the dynamics of discussion, debate, which is strengthening democracy, by such activities, you're demolishing the very pillar of democracy. It's a sad day, it's a sad comment that we have to make on this, especially in institutions like the IIT, where directors are resigning, where the board of directors are upset. What are we heading for? Is this what Free India is all about? These are institutions of repute built over time.
Tom Vadakkan, the BJP says that IIT Madras is an independent autonomous body. Whatever action they may have taken against the students, the HRD ministry has nothing to do with it. Would you buy that argument?
These kind of arguments we have heard in kilos. We have seen cover-up operations. These are all, strange excuses dished out by the Bharatiya Janata Party. The HRD ministry controls the director board. They are trying to control the IIT. This is part of that attempt. How they are doing it, what are the mechanics of operation, we are not aware. But yes, we see the fingerprints of the HRD ministry all over the place.
Okay. Rahul Gandhi at the NSUI convention, Tom Vadakkan also spoke about increasing RSS influence in the HRD ministry. What does the Congress intend to do about it? How does the Congress intend to counter that?
We will go to the streets. We will tell the people of India that this kind of interference by the fringe members of the society, they can advise the Sangh Parivar that is not our concern. But to interfere into academics, today, HRD is controlled, the remote control not only of the government of India, but the HRD ministry in particular, of who's to be appointed where, is done from NAPFOR. Who doesn't know it? This is not a rocket science technology. We will go to town on this. We will tell the people that this is what is actually happening. We will take to the streets like what is happening today.
And is this going to be a wider strategy? Rahul Gandhi speaking at the NSUI convention yesterday, the protests outside Smriti Irani's residence today, street protests to counter government policies 1 year down the line. Is this now the new template as far as the Congress is concerned, Mr. Vadakkan?
This is not strategy. This is connecting with people. We have been in connection with people all the time. We did not ask them to enter into the IITs in this way. This is a situation that is emerged out of acts, omissions and commissions by the HRD ministry. We did not strategize on that. So to call it strategy is incorrect. These are evolving situations. We will take it to the people. We will take it to the streets. We are not going to keep quiet. This is the fallout of any attempt to gag democracy.
Okay, and the actions that IIT Madras has taken, Tom Vadakkan, telling the students they cannot use the auditorium, they cannot use the premises, they cannot put up posters or banners at the internal publicity board. Is all of this a part of the pressure tactics to curb dissent, as Kancha Ilaiah alleges?
Absolutely. This is arm twisting at the highest level. We know how educational institutes are arm twisted. The head of the organization is told telephonically, verbally, that if anything like this happens, it's your job on the, you know what I mean.
Okay. Tom Vadakkan, for the moment, many thanks for joining me here on the broadcast. The Congress saying this is a part of their People Connect. They will continue to take these issues on the street and connect with the people to, as the Congress alleges, expose the RSS influence in the sphere of education. Joining me now with the latest is Ashar Ahmed Khan. Ashar is tracking the story outside Smriti Irani's residence. Ashar, what's the latest?
Well, we've seen that the Youth Congress leaders have been shouting slogans here. They're constantly accusing the HRD ministry of being in cahoots with the RSS, and that is what is basically forming the educational policy of this country. And also there is this allegation that there is constant muzzling of freedom of expression and freedom which students enjoy, and they're acting in a disciplinarian way. As we seen yesterday, there was a major NSUI convention in which the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi moved ahead and categorically accused the Education Ministry of being hands and glove with the RSS, and RSS constantly intervening. And that is what, when this issue of IIT Madras came up, it was virtually godsend for the Congress Party, student wing and NSUI lashed it up, and then they followed it up with an impromptu protest and dharna outside the official residence of the Union HRD Minister.
Ashar Ahmed Khan, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. NSUI activists at Smriti Irani's residence have now been taken into preventive detention. We will continue to track that story.